I'm going to say this and I'm going to be done. Election time is coming. We can no longer sit back and just say, I'm going to sit this one out. We need to make sure our voices are heard. And if you don't realize it by now, the criminal activity in election time is going to be real. This is why number 45 is taking the time to try to block vote by mail, because he has no control if you vote by mail. Neither does he care about your health and going into the polling place. I'm saying to every individual and those who will turn 18 before voting time arrives, we need to show up in numbers to vote. You need to look deep within your political arena and make sure that those candidates that's sitting in those seats are for the people. Because if they're not for the people, we're going to continue to recycle the problems that we're dealing with right now. You need to look deep at every judge. You need to look deep at every clerk. You need to look deep at every treasurer. You need to look deep at every alderman. You need to look deep at every mayor and governor. Even though it may not be their election time, when it comes, you need to take notes and look deep. Because it's easy to stand up to make promises to people of what you're going to do. It's easy to run your record of things that you have done. But how do we know that you've done those things? You're telling us you've done those things. And then it's easy to pay somebody to stand up and speak for you if you pay them enough money. They will run a great resume of how you helped their family, how you took care of their elderly, took care of their kids, and helped them out of situations that nobody else was there to help them for. They're good at that. But look beyond that. Can you see the display of their work in the communities, in their state, in their cities, of the things that they have done? Can you see that? Is it the same people who runs the same resume all the time? Is it? Stand on your porches in your communities and look around and see what impact have those elected officials that have been sitting in the office have made a change to better. Look at your school system within your cities and your states and see what those elected officials have done. Look at your laws and see how they changed them to accommodate the shift that needs to happen with dealing with racism and discrimination. Look at the increase of minimum wage for those who don't get paid enough but work the hardest. Look at it. We have institutions that's supposed to protect people. And these individuals spend all this campaign money for campaigning to get your vote, to run their resume, to tell you who they are. They can collect campaign money, but when the campaign is over, they're broke, as they act like. The campaign money disappear, and nobody never wonders where does the campaign money go, because that's a lot of campaign money. They even ask the little people to donate $5 here, $1 there, whatever you can do, donate it. But when you need them, they have nothing to offer. I can't help you, but your vote put them in the seat. But they can't help you. They can't make any changes. They raise your taxes. They add taxes. They put you in deeper debt. They have no flexibility, but yet they run their resume of how great of a candidate they are, and you should vote for them. Well, no longer should that be. Again, as I said many times before, they are your employees. We are their employers. Every constituent that votes is the employer of the political figures that sits in those seats. And if they can't do what they said they're going to do, then we have the power to remove them from those seats. You have the right to call them. You have a right to write them and let them know your concerns. And their position is to address those concerns. And if they don't, people, take notes, because election time is coming. Election time is almost upon us. And the resume, the lies, the deceit, the bullying, the manipulation for number 45, take notes. A 5-year-old could have done a much better job than he's done since he's been in office. He takes no ownership. He diverts from the question. He never gives an answer. And he's always demeaning somebody. And we allow it to be. But enough is enough. So in November, your voice is important. In November, you need to stand up to the plate and exercise that voice and let them know, the Republicans especially, the fools who go along with the fool, and let them know we will not tolerate this any longer. You have tore up the United States. You didn't make it great. You make it a hellhole. And we have the power to change the seat. We have the power to change all seats. And we need to know that. Every woman, every man, every boy, and every girl that's voting age, we need to vote. Take note. Step up to the plate.